Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to another stream. So today we're gonna be texturing some T-hangers. I've been putting this off for a couple days now. And we should probably get this finished pretty soon because I'm almost done. I could show you guys the terminal substance painter file before I load up the T-hanger blend file. I actually have some music in the background this time, just so that it doesn't sound so empty. So what I have for the terminal is this. This is by far what we have. I apologize about the fact that I did not finish texturing the terminal on the stream. But essentially what I have here is I might be updating this in a little bit if it's really necessary. But I have a bunch of edge masks, so let me just show you guys. Let's see. So for the back terminal, you can see I have pretty basic textures on it. I actually need to increase the scale of this roof, which I'm gonna do actually. I'll just do that now while I show you guys my dirt layers. So you guys can see in this roof I actually have dirt that is accumulated on the edges of the roof, and maybe I can show you guys how I did that. Let's see. It's just been it's been a couple weeks since I've been on this substance painter file, so it's like hard to find stuff. But essentially, I have the dirt edges, dirt roof, might be this one. I think I have several layers for the roof. Yeah, no, it's not this one. This one? Roof 1? Yeah, okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so imperfections, dirt, that's the first layer. Okay, and then we have, this is the base material. So as you guys can see, this is the material where there's all that the pine wood material. And so if I get rid of that, basically all you're seeing is a gray material and the normal map of that pine wood material. So this actually doesn't look too bad, but I think the pine wood material actually gives it a little more definition. And let's see what else did I had. So dirtier edges, so that's my first layer. So here I have an anchor point. So imperfections, copy 1, let's see. So here I have a dirt generator, and I'm basically getting that micronormal from this, yeah. So this is the height map of the pine wood outdoor paneling. That's the name of the smart material, and this is basically my anchor point. So this is a height map, and I'm pretty sure, am I referencing the height? Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm referencing, I'm actually referencing the normal map, because in this material we get the height information from the normal map. So we're referencing the normal map, and that's how we can get those edges to look like that. Let's see, hopefully we didn't hide anything else. And so that's a general rundown of how the roof has that dirt effect. And so let's go ahead and close that. So you guys can see I have some pretty like intense AO effects all around, and that is because I have a dirt generator basically, and I have that set in such a way, maybe I'll drop a tutorial for that, that it just gives you like some really good occlusion on the edges. So here I have, it's dirt edges 2, the one I have for the roof. So let's see, dirt roof 2. Honestly, I'm kind of like losing track of, it's this one. So I have so many like dirt layers layered on top of each other so that I can have some occlusion like on the very edges of the wall, and so that I can have some like a more natural effect on the building without relying on SSAO from the simulator or anything like that. And then I have a similar setup here, except I have one inverted generator, so I have the influence inverted, and it kind of gives me like that cool like effect. And so I was just like, I like that, I'm gonna keep it. And then I also have another generator that is not inverted, that is overlaid on it, but I have the opacity lowered a tad. And then I have the window material as per usual. And that is pretty much all I did back here. I mean, if you guys have any questions regarding this texture, you can go ahead and ask away. Yeah, this is it. So I was gonna increase the tiling on this one, something a little more realistic. So let's see, 85. Google Earth. Yeah, it's gotta be way bigger than that. So the reason I did it this way, it's because I didn't want Xplane to kind of like screw with the scale and make it look like ugly. But we need to set the scale to be like a realistic scale. So that already looks a little better. I just don't want to increase it too much. Okay. It's definitely a little more than that. Okay. Let's look at it from this angle. 115. Yeah, a little too big still. Let's do 122. Hey Bernard, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Yeah. 128. Okay. $140. Let me go a little higher. Okay. That might be a little too much. I'll do 136. 134. I don't want to go too high. Like I want to make it realistic, but I also don't want to go like too high. Okay. So yeah, no, we're dropping it to 130. See if you can find a good midpoint. Yeah, honestly, I think this looks fine. Again, this might be a little too much. 115. But I'm experimenting. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot more lines, but I want to keep it at a... No, that's not enough. 120. Yeah, let's keep it at 120. So we're going to save that. And we're actually going to go ahead and pull up the... Let's see. So we got Pensacola update, and it is the FS hangers, which I'm not seeing here. Not sure in which blend file I had that. Skywar. I think I might have saved that on the other laptop. That's probably what I did. So I still need to upload it to maybe Drive. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Anyway, in the meantime, we can finish Skywar, which is my bigger building. So far we have we have the structure, the main structure, and I have the windows, and I have some sliding panel doors set like that. So I'm planning on animating those, like probably they're all gonna open to one side. I'm probably gonna have to watch some reference videos to get that right, but yeah. So let's continue modeling this building. So it's the one that is right here. It's this big one. I still don't know how I feel about the window scale. So far, I'm probably gonna stick with it. And in the back, we have the, according to Google Maps, it is kind of like, so let's see, it's this one. It is event. So, and then we have a wall there. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what I have right. Okay, so I have the vent. Okay, so this is actually decently, I made some decent progress on this. Let's see, we have the doors. I need to close this. So we have the doors, we have both doors, and then we have one that's here. And then we have, yeah, we have the windows, we have the thing. I think we might just have to add the lights. Let's see, we'll figure out what else is missing. Oh, I hit it. Let's unhide it. Let's bring it forward. Let's downscale it. Bring it up. Can't tell how far up I brought that. I think I brought it a little too far up. Okay. Actually, we don't even need it that close yet. Okay. I'm trying to tell like how the light looks like. Okay. So it's kind of like, that, and then it's like beveled or something. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be like somewhat close. Let's give it a little more, a few more segments for a little more resolution. I think that's okay, because right now I have it set to cavity, and that's why it's gonna like show the edges like that, but the simulator is probably not gonna be as noticeable. Okay, yeah, let's give it some edges, some outer edges. 0.1. No, that's 1. .1. Okay. I feel like that's a little too much. Control plus. Control plus. We don't want these. And I wonder if we can scale this up. Yeah, I think we should be able to. I don't want to screw with the topology too much. But for the lights, we'll stick with that. It's not perfect, but it somewhat resembles the light model there. So we're gonna go ahead and downscale this, and we're gonna put it up there. Bring it back a little more. Let's see how close is that to the wall. That's way too big. Doesn't have to be exact, but it also has to kind of resemble the light model. So okay, so that's pretty good proportions. Need to scale it up a little. it covers up like a decent amount of the top frame, like that basically. Okay. Okay, well, I say that's pretty good. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be somewhat accurate. So, okay, so we're gonna add the door handles in a bit, because we are actually adding door handles and like probably even the decals on the back. Yeah. So let's see. So we have that. We have where else do we have lights? We have them probably on top of this door. We don't have them on these doors, but we do have them here. Apparently, we don't have them here. We have them there, and that's another hanger. We already touched this one. So we have, I think, 2 more that I know of. Let's go ahead and add those. So we're gonna go ahead and go L, Shift D. We're gonna rotate it 90 degrees, and let's see, top view. Oh. So yeah, this is absolutely not necessary. You do not need to go to top view. You can pretty much just eyeball this too. Like I usually like go on this view and I move it up back on whatever axis is facing the wall, and then I just move it back. You can just eyeball it too. Okay. I should have screencast keys so that you guys see like what shortcuts I'm using. Would that help you guys, like if I had screencast keys on? That's decent. Okay, so that's a little behind. We're gonna put it up. And again, I'm literally just like eyeballing how deep in it goes, like, and of course I have this back face right here removed so that I don't have like a random face there that doesn't need to be there. You know, it's good practice to keep your topology clean, to not have like random faces where they don't need to be, because the user is not going to see that face. They're not just going to go back here and like, oh, there isn't a face there. But it helps you optimize your model. Like wherever a face isn't necessary, you can just delete it, and you know, that's actually a really good modeling practice. Okay, so we haven't extruded the gutters, and honestly I think, are they too thick? I kind of feel like they're too thick. Yeah, they're a little bit too thick. Let's see, 0.3. I think they should be like 0.25 at my most. Let's get these GY 0.0025 or minus 0.0025, and then GY 0.0025. Did that make it 0.25? No, that actually made it bigger. Wait, what? We want it to go this way. So GY 0.0025. .3. Didn't move them at all. Or we can just scale them in. I don't like doing that, but like, okay. 0.2. 0.2 seems like pretty reasonable. I think 0.3 is a little too much. So SY, and then I'm just like pulling this back. SY, literally just scaling it in. Like I'm seeing I don't like the scale, and like that's all I'm doing. And I'm using shift at some point so that my corrections are a little bit like less aggressive. Because here I'm doing SY, and you can see how fast it's scaling, but if I press shift while I do that, it goes like a lot slower. Okay, so I think this is actually fine, so we can extrude. Go ahead and extrude along normals. And I'm probably thinking 0.02. That looks good to me. Wait, they don't go along the roof. Nope. Okay, let's deselect the roof. And now let's do that again. So E.02. And there were tiny faces down here that were created that we can get rid of. Again, it's good practice to like watch when this happens, because this really helps you keep good topology, because you don't need those faces, you don't need these bottom faces. So there's that last one, so get rid of that face. And I have quick on my quick favorites, so basically I have, if you go on edit mode and you go to viewport overlays, or just overlays, and then you right click on edge length, you can add it to quick favorites, and so every time you press Q you get it on your quick favorites menu. So that's something I like to do because it's like so much easier, because I use edge length like literally all the time. Like I make sure I have like really precise measurements, so that's something I recommend doing. And then there's like a frame around this window, which, I mean, we didn't really add that. Let's see. Control plus, delete it, and I'm not gonna go ahead and turn edge length off. So fill that face in. Go ahead and inset by like 0.1, 0.05, I think. So now it's like a 2D frame, which is, I do that often. I mean, preferably you want a 3D frame, but like, personally, it doesn't matter too much to me. Like as long as it looks like there's a frame there, to me it doesn't matter too much. I mean, of course, I feel like there should be a 3D frame whenever it's possible, but like, sometimes it's just how I do it if I really need to like optimize the model. In this case, I would honestly say there wouldn't have been a problem, but yeah. Okay. Okay, so here, let's disable the doors. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if I have the... No, okay. Because this hanger is supposed to have an interior. And right now, to me, it just seems like we have this back wall. And, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because we don't need this wall. This is a separate wall. Okay. And I should have face orientation. Yeah, we're gonna fix those later. I mean, we can just do it now if we really need to. So what I did there was I did A to select all in mesh in edit mode, and then shift N to recalculate normals, and it like automatically detects what normals are facing out and what normals are facing in. Sometimes that works, other times that doesn't work, depending, and believe it or not, depending on how you modeled it. So sometimes if you didn't model it properly, it's like it won't work. I don't know. There's just been different times in which it just randomly hasn't worked, and then I figured it's because of how I modeled it. This time it worked because we did it fine, but you know. Although sometimes it's not even your fault. It's like you might have modeled it right, but it's like blender issue that you might have like overlooked and stuff. So it's like whatever, but okay, so let's go ahead and continue with this model. Okay, we have the gutter, we have that, we have that, we have that. Okay, so I'm gonna add the thing. I'm gonna add the thing around. Goes all the way out. Okay. Oh, and I also need to model that building right there. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it seems like it was just recently added. Yeah. We're gonna look at that later. Someone has an SR22 parked here. Interesting. Anyway, I'm just like trying to think like what else do I need to add? You know? So we gotta add we have the door. We have that door. We have the gutters going down. We have the wall. Okay. Now, it might be done. We might just need to add like the top gutters. Let's verify that it also goes along the bottom. It should. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So. Seems like there's something up there. Yeah. There's like a couple roof details up there. We can add that. So cylinder, just move this up, move it out, and then just scale on the Z-axis, and then delete the bottom face. S, Shift Z, and then move that down. Okay. Okay, no, it's horizontal, right? No, actually, that was right actually. So we're gonna keep it like that, and select those bottom edges. Bring them up. Okay. So now we can make an edge loop. Oh. So 0.8, minus 0.8, and then minus 0.8 again. For that one. And then select that. Face loop. And then just kind of like extrude out a little bit. So now select this face loop, S, Shift Z. Oh, individual origins. Is that gonna work? Okay. So no, that's too much. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's all right. It might be. Let's go ahead and select this whole top portion. Scale it down a little. Yeah, that's more like it. So, I think, unless I missed a really obvious detail, that we are done with this model, essentially. Let's make sure we select that back face and not this front edge. Sorry, edge. Okay, let's make sure we did that here too. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're gonna go around. This is essentially for the gutters. So selecting the edges around, there's the back edge there, just keep going. And then just okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So P to separate by selection, and we can go ahead and apply all transforms. Get rid of all the X's. Oh my gosh, there's so many random vertices here. So we're gonna select them. Just select all of them. Let's see. Solve, okay. They're not on that side. And frankly, we don't really need to add any on that side. Okay. So we have that, and so now we can just fill that in, and so that's our outline. Okay, let's look at it. That looks good to me. And now we're gonna convert to curve. We're gonna do geometry, resolution 2, depth 0.1. I forgot what like the ideal depth was. So 0.1 seems to work pretty well. Let's try 0.8, 0.08. I think it's too thin. 0.1 worked better. Resolution 0. So resolution 1. Okay, that's good. Convert to mesh, and we're gonna join it with our other mesh. So mesh by distance, make sure that we don't have anything that we don't want there. So make sure the normals are good. Okay, no, they're not here. Do that. Okay. So forgot that this was full. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna check that this is accurate. Okay. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Wrong layer. Okay. So let's keep going. So we have, I think the model is complete pretty much. Like, literally, I can't think of anything else to add. Oh, right, okay. So now we can go to the minor details, like the door handles. So we have similar, somewhat, door handles to the other mesh we had. I'm not sure if it is the same round one or if it's like the square one. That's what I'm trying to see. So here it looks like I can't even see it here. So here I'm gonna put a round one, and then I'm gonna put a round one there, and I'm gonna put a round one there, and then in these two I'm gonna put a square one. So that way we have like a little more variety. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, let's do that. You can also just model it like right out of the door, but like this like makes it so much easier. Trying to see like why does the door handle look so long? Like I feel like it's like one of those pull, you know, door handles. But that doesn't make sense if it's like a door that, you know, it's supposed to be locked. I think we can just improvise here. Pretty much just have it go like that. And then like that, like literally. This is way too thick though. Yeah, way too thick. Okay, let's select these edges too. Bring this in like that. Let's bring this back face back. I feel like this goes out too much. See, that's okay. That's pretty okay to me. Make sure we are on edge select mode here. And select that edge ring. Move it back or forward? Back a little bit. And then this comes back a little more. And this, we can like scale it. No, that's way too small. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Can we scale the whole thing up? Like Shift Z? No, that. Yeah, because now this is tiny. Okay, let's Control Z up until like this point. That I think that looked pretty good. Okay, let's stick with that. That's a decent door handle to me. It's not very good. But let's go ahead and roll with that. It's not like anyone's gonna look that closely into it. Okay, where is it? Okay. Wait, no, I don't want to duplicate it again. Okay, so there it is. It's on this one, which should be at the same level, so let's just put it there. Okay, I will say it is very low. That's something I'm not sure how I didn't notice. Let's go ahead and bring it up a little more. Up a little more. Yeah, it's fine. That's okay. And so now I'm way too lazy to model this. So let's pull this other door handle from our other Skywar, the round one, this one. So let's go ahead and Shift D, do that, Control V. Bam, there's the door handle. Yeah, I'm not sure why the origin's set like so far out. Let's see. Center of mass. And then we can rotate this 180 degrees, and then we can pull this in. Let's go ahead and merge it with, oh, yes, Control J. And then, is this all one mesh? Okay. Let's put it a little higher, like there maybe. Pretty much just gonna eyeball this. CGY. They're just about there. Okay. Alright, that's good. Might even be a little too high. No, actually let's leave it there. So we're gonna do our 90. So RX or GX, sorry. And then there we go. Okay. So one more door handle. Let's keep going 90. And then pull that like right there. And just bring that in to around that point. A little off to the side. Okay. Again, might be a little too high. Just bring it down a little more. I actually like that better. Let's see, I'll copy Z, paste it. Okay, so now it is time to do a little research. So it's actually, I'm actually gonna black out my screen a little bit for a little bit. Just in case anything like copyright shows up. Okay. So let's see. Sliding panel hanger door. Okay. Oh, I really hope that's not copyright music. Okay, so this is what I found. So this is likely what we're looking at here, I think. Now, look at how this is okay, like just this gives me the intuition based on how this is modeled that they open like a curtain. So this set of doors goes this way, this other set of doors goes this way. So that's probably correct. Because there's like, it would be so weird. It wouldn't make any sense at all if they all went this way or that way. So that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it like an opening curtain animation. So this door is gonna be animated and all these doors are gonna follow. So actually, hold on. I'm trying to think. So this one would go first. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do is all of them, we're gonna animate all of them so they come in and they rest at like this position. But one of them is gonna come after the other. It's because it needs to be kind of like simultaneous. Okay. We're gonna black out the screen a little bit for a little bit. Again. Okay, so this is exactly what we're looking for. I'm gonna mute the tab. Okay. So I'm going to, okay, here we go. So I found a Blender tutorial. Shout out to Indets 3D. This is basically what I'm gonna do. Like that's kind of like the effect. So I'm just gonna see how he's doing it. Does he have like low influence on it, or is it like? Oh, it's in Hindi. Oh, I can't change the language. That sucks. Let's see what he does though. Okay, from the beginning. So he adds, that's the second one. Okay. So copy location, Y, unchecks Y, unchecks Z. So yeah, okay, that's the horizontal axis. Okay, yeah. So it is just like I thought. It is the influence slider. That's exactly what it is. And I think, isn't that what we're keyframing? I wonder if he's going to keyframe it. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Oh, dang, that's actually interesting. Limit location. Yeah, it keeps it there. Yeah, because it's based on the world origin. Okay, I see. That's minimum, so that's about as low as it can go. Maximum is 0.75. Okay. Okay. Watch tutorials, guys. I watch tutorials like all the time. Okay, so that's gonna be like a static door. And so we're gonna do, should we, no, this is a wall. I was wondering if we should like have this like duplicate version of that door. So this would work for all the doors. So there would have to be a final. Yeah, let's just go ahead and duplicate this. Or separate it. Oh. One. Yeah. Okay. P separate by selection. And then we'll do P separate by selection just so that we can add a constraint to that part of the mesh. And so in the video, we saw that the origin was set in the center of mass. So we'll do that for all of them. Okay. So let's try this. So he said copy location constraint, add object constraint, copy location, target this object, and he added an influence of 0.5. Then he did the same thing. Okay. And then it's only on the horizontal axis. 0.5, and then he added another one on the same object for the door that was next to it. So, oh, that was copy rotation. We don't want that. Location. Offset 0.5. That's why. Or minus 0.5. I wonder. What did he do here? 0.5, and then he checked offset And it's centered, right? Okay. What if we put this one first? Or what if we offset this one and put it second? Okay. Let's bring this back up. Oh, bro, it's the same object. Okay, so we want that one. Offset, hold on. Offset, and what if we put that one first? And then we set offset to this one. Okay, this one went first originally. This one should have the offset. What if there was no offset at all? Or what if we inverted it and then added 0.5 as the influence? Let's see. Does it have to be a custom influence? 0.2, 0.19. 0.19 works perfectly. So what if I move this on the x-axis? It's gonna move that way. That's not what we want. Let's see what he did here. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so let's apply all transforms on all of them before we do this. This is for all of them. So all of them should have transforms applied. And so let's select all of them again, and then hold on, that's gonna reset the transforms. Oh yeah, it's because here he has them at the center, pretty much like on the cursor, and our cursor is here. It's not there. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's see if it works now. So copy location. Just the x-axis on this object. Influence 0.5 on this cube. And I'm doing it, yeah. It's not moving at all. So copy location, this cube, influence 0.5, and it's still not doing anything. Unless I invert that. Let's see. Let's try moving it. Okay, it worked. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of what we want. So let's do the same thing here. Let's do the same thing for that one. We're gonna do copy location, and we're gonna target this cube, and then we're gonna do offset 0.5. And here I had them set up the exact same way. And then this is cube 004, so let's add another one for this cube, and then we'll do the same thing. Okay. And then I wonder if we're gonna have to do the same exact thing for all of these. cube 003 and then 1, which is next to it. So copy location 001 offset 5. 5. Let's see, cube 001. And then on this one, there should be a limit location. Minimum, that one's gonna stay there. Okay. Okay, no, there needs to be a lead one. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna see if we can do something like, let's reset it. Let's reset it all. It needs to have, like, all of them need to follow this lead panel. Copy location cube 004. So let's see what that does. Okay, so that does exactly what we wanted to do. So what if we do that here with the exact same offset? Okay, offset? No. If we do it with a lower influence. Okay, 0.2. Yeah, it needs to be like, no, because it's not gonna move. It's not gonna keep moving. Let's see how we had that here. Okay, so he had that influence. Yeah, because he had the one set in between. So now I'm like wondering, okay, I have an idea. Okay, so let's get rid of all the constraints. What if we just had it like, yeah, what if we just had it be like each cube follows the other cube that it's in front of it. So this one follows this one. Copy location 0.5 influence at this target. And then this one follows that. Which follows that. And then this one, I feel so stupid for not thinking about that before. But I feel like at this point, one of them needs to have an offset. Maybe this last one here. They need to have higher influence. Yeah. Unless I make them like follow this one at a smaller influence. That actually kind of worked. Hold on. 0.2. No. Yeah, no. That's not gonna work. 0.25. I'm just kind of like experimenting here with like values. Did this guy do a limit location on that panel too? So he did a limit location on this one. Oh. So yeah, this is supposed to be the controller for all of them. Okay. So maximum 0. So what's it at right now? Limit location. Minus 13. Maximum. Yeah, that seems to be the floor. I don't think that's gonna work great, because they all need to have, preferably they all should have the same origin. Center mass. Let's get rid of the constraints and start over. What if we had them all? What if you had the cursor here? Would that help? And then we did set origin to center of mass. Okay, let's just try that again. Limit location. Oh, I put it in the wrong one. Yeah, that should be right. What's Pensacola? Ghost, welcome to the stream. It is my airport. You can check it out at flightsimdesigns.com. I don't think that's in the video description for this one, but if you go to flightsimdesigns.com, you should be able to check out our Pensacola scenery. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out like what the exact center is. Okay, it literally says the location up there. Maximum ETS, and so that should stop it like right there. Okay. Okay, now let's try this again. Maximum limit look. Let's do like a similar one here. Can I copy and paste? No. So limit location ets, it's gonna be, or ets maximum is gonna be that, ets minimum is gonna be whatever this is. And so we're gonna do copy location, and we're gonna try that again. Okay, so offset, or no offset, influence. Any tips on Blender? For Blender, you don't really need to do coding. And so if I were to give you like advice, it would have to be like, if you had a specific question, you should feel free to ask, and then I could answer like that question to give you better advice, you know? So like if you have a question on like how to make a building, or like something like that along the lines of modeling something specific, I think I would do a better job at answering that question. Do I really have to like match it like that close? Let's see. Oh, character modeling? Okay, so for character modeling, you're gonna have to learn sculpting, which I don't really have that much experience with. I honestly don't do sculpting. But mainly you're gonna want to like learn how, like, if you can get like a Udemy course, like a course on Udemy, it would be much better, because then it's gonna teach you like all about like sculpting, and it's gonna teach you about topology. So like topology is like how good like the structure, like the topology of the model is. So that's what I would recommend doing, like getting a course on Udemy for like whatever you're planning on learning. That's a massive like tip that I can give you, because getting a course is going to save you so much time, like wasted time and stuff. So that's what I would do if I were you. That's not what I did when I started. I kind of like messed around, and I kind of wish I got a course, you know, for my specific needs. So that's something I highly recommend you do. Because like ultimately it's like character sculpting. I know it's a very complex thing to do. So it is like especially important that you like educate yourself with what you can. You have some experience in Blender, you know, your way around settings, editing stuff. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That is definitely a very important thing you want to know before you like model stuff. Now I think for your specific niche, like sculpting, you're gonna have to like not give up, because there is so much time and effort that you're gonna have to put into like learning. Like, I'm just telling you reality, because sculpting itself, it's probably not the most difficult part, but like when you're making characters, you have to know other stuff, like as I said, retopology. That might be a little bit of a pain. There's add-ons for that on the Blender market, that might help you, which, I mean, of course you can, it's not cheating if you buy add-ons. Like literally anything you can do to improve your workflow that you can buy is a good thing. Now there is like, so in sculpting, for specifically for character stuff, I do know that you have to know retopology, you have to know how to rig. There's actually an awesome animation course by Pirik Pickout. that I got for like basic animations and stuff, and it also teaches character animation. And he also has like rigging courses. I think his website is p2design.com if you'd like to check that website out. I would highly recommend his courses because like they're packed with information. It's like that's another good place to start. But as I said, I'm not a sculptor. I don't do sculpting. I don't really know how to make characters. But besides like doing courses, another good thing to do is do some research on what you need to learn in order to be able to do that, like characters stuff specifically. And yeah, because it's gonna take patience, it's gonna take some determination, but like that's something I just kind of have to let you know before you go into it, so that you know what to expect. Because I too, like, I wouldn't say I tried to learn character sculpting, but like I was looking into it at some point in my life. And like honestly, I have great respect for those who do that, because like it's probably so time consuming, and like I can't even imagine how many hours you have to put in to even get like remotely good at it. Thank you for tuning in, Ghost. Really appreciate spending time here. Hope you have a good night wherever you are. I know it must be like late over there. Oh, I see why. It's because this cube influences this cube. So let's get rid of these constraints. So this is what we have so far. can move like that, but I want this to move back too. So what if I like just added a copy location to this one? No influence, just offset. Let's see. No. It needs to be influenced by like this group of objects. This one needs to move back as this one's moving back. Unless we invert the S. Oh, wrong one. Invert the S here. And then add like cube 003. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, so what if instead of cube 002, we made it that cube right there? Okay, no, it needs to be S. 0.5. And seems like we're gonna have to add another copy location. Okay, so 4. It's getting it from 3, from 9. Let's add it for 2 as well. For 1, sorry. 0.5. Okay, 0.3. Okay, that actually might work. I don't think it needs to be this complicated though. But oh well. Okay, is that overlapping with that? Yes, it is. Okay. So we need to adjust the, actually, what if we adjust this influence? copy location for this one too. Screw it. Offset. It's not following it. I feel like this one needs to mainly follow this one. Let's figure it out. Okay. What if we change the order? So this one affected that first. Let's mess with the order. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. What if we put that one first? Okay, then we do that. Okay, well, this one needs to be half influence still. This one doesn't necessarily need to be half influence. Okay. Target cube 0.04. What if I decrease the influence from 004 and increase the influence from 001? Or decreased it to... No, actually, we don't want lower influence. We want even influence. Oh, what if we do that? It's like 100% influence, yeah. Yeah, but that's gonna go that way now. Okay, let's restart. There has to be a strategic way to do this. Actually, hold on. Hey Lee, welcome to the stream. I'm trying to figure out how to get this sliding panel door animation. I think I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I think in some of these, maybe the priority matters. Oh my goodness. Okay. Because some of them have ridiculously low influence, and for others it's ridiculously high. So it's like you have to have patience to do this. This is cube 0.004. All of them to some extent need to, in my opinion, maybe they need to reference this cube. Unless we did this, hold on. So let's get rid of these. What if we did 2 across? So like, okay, no. Okay, hold on. I just had an idea. Okay, so let's restart. What if we do like copy location, point to copy location that, and increase the influence of that here. That would eventually, hold on, this should have a limit location constraint. Where did that go? Oh crap, I got rid of it. Limit location, maximum, it's gonna be this. Minimum, it's gonna be this. Yeah. So then this should have higher influence. This should have an offset on the ETS only. But this should also not go beyond those boundaries. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm boring you guys to death trying to figure this out. What if, yeah, okay, well, we already tried that. At the beginning, we tried to make this one a thing of its own. Okay, there's no harm in trying again. Let's try it a different way. So this is gonna reference that, influence 0.5. And it's also gonna reference this. And influence however it fits. To offset. So there's that. Okay. So then we have this one, and then we go copy location, and then we select that, and then we do the same thing. And then we do that with this one, and we have the same offset. But like, okay, cube 003, where is that being referenced? So then why does this move? Okay, 002 is being referenced because it's the other cube on the other side. What if I got rid of that? I would have to increase this to 100% influence, but then that would move along with it, and we don't want it to do that. We want it like to have an in-between type of thing. Okay. Let's do this. Wait a minute. What if we... Because I'm pretty sure Archimesh has some. Right? Okay, so... Archimesh, panel window. But that's only 3. Hold on. Archimesh, door, rail window. Okay. No, it doesn't seem to be rigged. Yeah, no. Let's undo that. Doesn't seem like Archimesh has them. Let's look again. Okay. So, I think, honestly, wait, hold on. So honestly, I think it might be easier to like separately animate them instead of using constraints. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how to make it all follow one object. Oh, hold on. No, actually, no, that's not gonna work. I was gonna say we could have these be one separate mesh so that they all move. But that won't work. Actually, hold on one more second. I do remember there was a resource. I'm gonna look it up here real quick.
There's nothing.
Yeah, no, never mind. I can't figure it out with constraints. We're gonna have to do it this way. So I'm just gonna make a general sliding animation on all of them. We don't even need this constraint. So we're just pretty much gonna do this. So I location, and then frame 80 or whatever. Copy this, paste it there. Pretty simple. We'll do the same thing here. And then frame 80, do that. So what I'm planning is I'm gonna offset these keyframes afterward. Actually, it seems like we don't need to do that. This makes me upset. This was literally much easier. Okay, well, voila. We have the sliding door animation. Well, I was wondering if we should like stop it there at frame 65. I like that location. let's do the same thing here. So frame 1, location, frame 80. I'm putting it on frame 80 because I actually want to see like the animation happen, you know, before I set it to frame 2. Here's the same thing. Location. Oh, there's one problem. I didn't set frame 1. So, okay, frame 1, frame 80, bam. Okay, let's look at this. Okay. Let's watch them close. Wow. So mesmerizing. That is literally all it took. And we spent so much time on the other constraint method. Yeah. I think we should take the time to touch to this. I mean, it's already 9 o'clock, but yeah. It should not take that long. Save the blend file. This thing's already animated. Look at that. And we didn't have to use a single constraint, because either way those would have been useless. I would have had to apply visual transform in order to get the constraint animation to actually work. But like even without the constraint, like this literally worked out so perfectly. In fact, I wonder if I should do all linear. I mean, it looks really like boring, but that's what it's gonna have to be. Save. And that's all for this hanger. Okay. Normals. How are they? Normals are fine. We can literally export this and start touchstring right away. If you don't get too far, that's fine. At least we started. Let's see, new, select. I forgot to export the object. I forgot to UV unwrap it. Okay. So let's go to UV editing, and we're gonna go ahead and unwrap this in what the heck? Oh, that's probably there because of the yeah, that's probably there because of the thing, the door handle. And yeah, use smart UV projects, and we'll do that, and we'll go ahead and average island scale and pack islands. See, this is why I love Blender 3.6, because it's like the pack islands feature is just so versatile. Okay. Yeah, same UV. Actually, let's do this. Smart UV project that. select all these. Oops. Bam. Wait a minute. Okay. Or merge by distance. What is wrong with one of these? Control L, copy vmaps. Cube 008 for 6 faces. It's 24 loops. Which one? This one? What's wrong with this one? Expected 12. I have no idea what that's talking about. Okay. Copy vmaps. 24 loops for 6 faces. Okay. Merge by distance. Limited dissolve. I don't know. Let's actually hold on. Let's try that again. Let's ask the blender stack its change. Okay, that is very odd. Control L, transfer mesh data. Okay, so that should hopefully fix it. It seems like this one had the same UV map as the one I'm trying to like. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Control L, copy UV maps. Cube 08. Now this one has problems. Transfer mesh data. I don't know, I've never had that issue before. It's weird. Copy UV maps. Did that fix it? Control copy UV map. Actually, they're not here. Let's move them to the same collection. That probably won't fix the problem, but like, yeah. Anyway. Let's bring up the timeline editor. It doesn't make sense that it's telling me that it doesn't have the same geometry. What if I do link? Oh yeah, I could do that. I could select all of them and then just go link object data. Oh wait, no, that's not a good idea. We'll do it for these. Oh, I know what it is. Oh. I know exactly what it is. These are not the same. What if I did this? Hold on. Link object data. That would make it bigger. So what does this look like? It's just a full cube. What about this one? Let's just make it look the same. Let's see if that fits it. Okay, that looks the same. let's link it to that one. Link object data. Why did it move forward? Transfer mesh data. Okay, that did nothing. Let's just fill the faces. Okay, that one already had a face. Okay. Now technically they should be able to have the same UVs now. Okay, there we go. That worked. Yeah. Yeah, see, that worked. It's because you guys remember I copied it and pasted from the actual mesh, so that's why it didn't work. So now all of those have the same UV. So now we can link them on the same material. So we're gonna do siding door, and then we're gonna link materials. Why does it say 3 users? It should be more than 3. And this one will be Skywar, just Skywar. And then siding door can stay the same. And then we can move this to reference. We can make its own its own collection. Just for the sake of organization. So we don't have random stuff there lying around. Okay. So now we're all set. The UVs here are good, the UVs here are good. So let's go ahead and export this. So save. Export as a wavefront. Sky, yeah. Hopefully no normals issues. So bake mesh maps. Finally, so we've been modeling for like 3 hours, like 2 hours. And now we're finally like actually touch string. Okay. Let's see, do we have any issues? Yes, we do. Okay. Why these might be n-gons. That's probably why we're having issues there. Now, arguably that still shouldn't happen, but let's do a okay. For some reason it's only letting me go on edit mode on 3 of them. That's probably why it says only 3 users. Let's figure this out. Yeah, that is an n-gon, which we can honestly at this point I would just I would just export this triangulated, and let's see if that fits that problem. It's not that big of a model anyway, so I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Okay. That fits it, but I'm not sure what's going on there. And I'm not sure what's going on here either. You know what we forgot? We forgot the beams. The beams inside the hanger. So tell you what, we're gonna model those beams, and I think we're gonna call it off. Because I think it's gonna be better if we have more time to figure this out afterward. Because right now there's like some stuff with the geometry that we need to figure out. And I don't think I have much time to look into it. I'm pretty sure since it's on the same mats, I can just select all of them and flatten them at the same time. And get rid of this edge loop. Can I? I don't think I should. I feel like it's like attached to something that I shouldn't delete. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna leave it at that. This is fine enough. Got no problem with this. So that is the model. That's the model. I mean, there's some bottom faces. Actually, let's get rid of those real quick. Select them from the bottom. We can get rid of them. Okay. Do I have it? Okay, yeah. I was just making sure I hadn't blacked out the screen. Okay. So that should be it for tonight. So thank you all for watching this stream. I really appreciate all of you who tuned in. Unfortunately we didn't really touch her that much, so I'm gonna change the the title of the stream to modeling, because that's pretty much what we did. So we got this hanger pretty much complete as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna double check and make sure that I didn't miss any details. We got the animation done for the sliding panel doors after all that pain of trying to figure it out. And yeah, maybe I'll tweak this a little later. And yeah, it was a pretty productive stream, even though it was just one hanger. I think we got a huge chunk of this update done, because I was putting this hanger off for a good bit of time, and I am pretty satisfied with how it looks like. So yeah, next stream we're probably going to test for the T hangers, this hanger, and if I remodel something else, we'll test for that too. So yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in, and I really appreciate you guys supporting me and my channel and all these projects that we're doing. So thank you guys so much once again, and I am going to see you next time.